Hello.
Whoa, yeah, that's not comfortable without the pads.
It's a very different feeling.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
I was like, oh, I don't think I've ever sat on it without either a top pad or a bottom pad.
That sun's got something going on over there.
It's real bright.
In a bad position.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. We are back.
Don't mind us over here.
No, definitely don't mind us.
Complaining.
I'm not complaining, just, you know. Oh, my goodness. So we didn't record Friday night, so we didn't have a Saturday video.
Yeah, we got home too late. It was already dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we had to go into town for materials.
We went into town for materials, and then we got really hungry, and we decided to go out to eat.
At our favorite Mexican restaurant.
Yep. And then we had to hurry up because they closed at 8, so we ordered and got the food and then ate it, and then by the time we got home,
we got it to
dark.
go, and then we ate it in the truck, in the parking lot.
The parking lot. We didn't make it out of the parking lot. It's kind of the way we roll.
Yeah, we were hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
And we were so hungry, we forgot to go to the next store that we were supposed to go to.
Yeah, I did that today.
Yeah.
I got the stuff today. Well, this weekend was actually a really good weekend. We got a lot done. And so now both Katie and I are exhausted.
Yes.
And we both didn't sleep well last night.
No.
At all. So there's the physical exhaustion, and then there's the not sleeping enough exhaustion, and then you worked today, so there's that.
The mental exhaustion.
Yeah. So, you know, we're on our prime game right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, today at work, it was me coming back after I was away for a week doing an event, and then I took the following week off on PTO. And so basically coming back to over 350 emails and sorting through everything and trying to prioritize the event that I have coming up in just 2 weeks. And so
Oh, it's in 2 weeks? Okay.
it was, you know, making sure all the travel's booked, making sure, and then coming to find out that they completely changed the whole game plan while I was away. And so basically starting over with 2 weeks to go. It'll be good. It'll all work out. You, sir.
I don't know why, but I really do not like that rooster.
Yeah. Richard does the same things.
I know, but he just irks me.
Yeah.
He really irks me. I really do not like that rooster.
He's talking about our Rhode Island Red.
Yes.
He's very assertive in the way he chases and mounts hens. And Richard has just allowed him into the flock and doesn't even try to stop him anymore. And so we think that we're one extra rooster for our groups of the ones that we have. We have one extra Rhode Island Red, so he may just be the one that goes.
Yeah, he just needs to go. I don't like him.
And we'll have to hope that the other ones are better.
Yeah.
Because he's nice. He's not a mean rooster. He's just a little assertive with the girls. Like, he'll chase them for quite a while, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
We did something this weekend that needed to be done for a very long time. You may hear them, and you may notice that the shenanigans are not near us.
Yep.
And that's because we finally put them in a paddock. Yeah, they've been that way since Friday night or Saturday. Maybe it was Saturday.
I think it was Saturday. It's only been a couple days.
Okay. And yeah, it was just getting way too much with them being free range, especially going underneath the trailer and pecking at things.
Yeah.
And then
just the curiosity got the best of them.
it was getting the best of me.
Yeah.
It's
So
driving me crazy. So we're still working on the hoop coops, and we got the shell of one done, including the chicken wire and the tarp. So we ended up putting that down over by the chickens' operation area, and then we put chicken netting around it, and we put the geese in there, and that's where they're staying. So they have access. They have a pool.
Yep.
They have their feeder.
They have a dog glue.
Yep.
And then they have the big hoop coop shelter. And we wanted to get them used to the hoop coop and going in it and comfortable with it in an area that they were comfortable with, because our
Right.
plan is to relocate them over by the pond, and they will go with our 3 existing hoop coops and the 4 total new ones that we're working on building.
Yeah.
1 will be theirs, and then the other 3 will house chickens. And our hope is we can get them over there, and we'll still fence them in for a while.
Yep.
And hopefully get them to reestablish over there, because unfortunately they were getting a little too territorial
Yes.
in this front area, to the point where they would snap at Winston, at Kinsley, at, you know, the chickens if they got too close. And so it's like, no, no, we can't have you, like Kinsley, trying to come out of the house and getting a geese.
Yeah. Yeah, it just wasn't working out.
No.
It just wasn't. So for now, the shenanigans stay, even though they're not quite serving the purpose that we had originally got them for.
Yeah.
But I really do. Don't like this rooster. But I really do want to have them go over to the pond and swim in the pond. But I was kind of thinking that we could do that after all of the stuff that's in the pond dies out. So basically over winter, start having them go into the pond. Otherwise, I was just thinking, you know what? Maybe we just don't need them.
I was thinking put them over there, because then they'll alert us if something's happening.
Yeah, that's true.
And they will serve their purpose as protection.
Okay, that's
So I'm thinking of it in more positive terms.
good. Great. Good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're not going to be in our visual sight. It's something that we have to go over the hill to get to. It's not far from us. It's
No.
just not. It's not like this chicken enclosure is in our line of sight.
Yeah. Right now, this is what, zone 1.
Yeah.
That would be zone 2.
Yeah. It's not too terribly far, but
Yeah. And the sheep will be over there.
yep.
More chickens will be over
Yeah.
there. We'll be over there more
More.
daily, because we have the chickens to take care of. So it's not like they're going to be out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
They're just not going to be right up on us.
Yeah. We're just giving them a new area.
Yeah.
A little further away.
Right. Which I'm totally good with. So yeah. So we're still building the hoop coops.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how long it takes just to do all the little things.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's good. We'll have 4 more hoop coops. 1 is fully fitted with nesting boxes, perch. It's fully
It's
ready to go.
Yeah.
Other than wheels. I'll be doing the wheels tomorrow. I figured out how I want to do the wheels. The second hoop coop just needs to have the tarp put on and get set up for the wheels, and it's done. The third hoop coop the tarp has the netting. Just needs to have netting around the front and the back, and then
The door completed.
the door completed. And that'll be ready for housing, but it won't have nesting boxes. And then the fourth one just has
It's got the panels up.
it's got the panels up. So
Yeah.
that's okay. So we're getting there,
Yeah.
making good progress with it.
Yeah, I don't think it'll take us too long to get the chicken wire on there. It's just the framing and everything out is what kind of
It's
takes.
just, and as I'm doing this, I'm doing one at a time in terms of the finishing work, and I'm figuring out better ways of framing so it's easier to do the door and various other parts. And so I think by the time I'm done with the fourth one, I'll have a really good system down. So the following ones that we do after that,
Yeah.
I'll know exactly how to do it, and I won't be having to do like little weird pieces here and there to make it work, or having to take things off and redo it because I did it wrong.
Yeah.
So it's learning, but it's
like
it's coming along.
The door's inside, the door's out. You
Yeah.
know, like it's right, it's left, it's this, it's that. It's they're right now. The first 2 that are built are almost built exactly the opposite with the door framing.
With the door framing, yep.
And how it was put on, and it's just like, okay, well, which one do we like better? And then see, because the chickens don't care.
No.
It's just what's easier to build and what's more efficient, because it's like if you have 2 doors on the front, you have to be careful because how they open is going to affect where you hinge them, where you latch them, and all these things. So it's like
Yeah.
just having a little bit of a game plan. So
Yep.
we're testing out a couple different things. I think it looks, the first one I really like.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah.
They look really good. It'll be interesting to see how heavy they are once I have the wheel system in place.
Yeah.
If it can be moved, manually, or if you just hook it up to
The lawnmower.
the lawnmower, something to pull it with.
We could hook it up to the trike.
Good.
That thing has a pulling, I think, a little bit of a pulling capacity.
They can do it, yeah. I mean, it can do up to 250 pounds of human weight, so I don't know why I couldn't pull something on wheels.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
We'll find more additional ways to, then I could have, you have a trike, I have a lawnmower, we're moving 2 at a time.
If we want to move 2 at a time,
wheels.
I need to get another set of wheels.
Oh,
I only
right.
bought 1 set of wheels.
I forgot you're going to do like
It'll be
a system.
an interchangeable type thing.
I see.
So I figure you're only moving 1 at a time.
In theory.
In theory. Yeah. So, you did some fun stuff with food this weekend.
Oh, the sausage making?
Yeah.
I was like, I did.
Well, you did.
We ate in the parking lot. That was fun.
Well, you made granola.
Oh, yeah.
That was good. You did pasta. Like, you made food, but I'm just talking about something that's new to us.
Oh, yes. We got a meat grinder, and we've been working through the pork that we processed last fall, and
almost a year ago.
Yeah, it's been a year.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's actually been over a year. It was September 11th last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
And so notice there's some cuts that we're just not as fond of, that we have quite a lot of, because it was our first time processing and we weren't really sure. And the pigs were a lot leaner, I think, than we anticipated, which will not be the case next time. But so I do like a lot of grind. I love ground pork and ground chicken. And I had wanted the next roosters that we process, I wanted to turn them into grind. So we went ahead and got a grinder. And so I ground up a bunch of meat and seasoned it different ways and then refroze it. And I did all that before it was, warm, so it should still be fine. And then just giving us some more options and some quicker, easier dinner ideas where grind, you can thaw out your grind in like less than an hour, whereas a ham roast, sometimes it'll take all day.
Yeah.
So that's another big problem we have is it's like we're hungry.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, babe, the only cuts of meat I have right now, it's going to take me a day to thaw them. So just kind of working through that. So that was my different, hadn't done that before.
Yeah. Yeah, well, pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I was just watching Winston get up and it reminded me, I called the vet today to get an update on his blood work and then also on the x-ray, and they have the results. I'm just waiting for the vet to call me back, and they said that probably tomorrow.
Okay.
They'll call back with information on both. So that'll be on tomorrow's vlog.
Okay.
I hope. That's the plan.
Cool.
Yeah. It's funny how 3 days of really busy, we got a lot done. And it's like, what did we do?
That, and that.
I guess it's all kind of the same thing.
It was all, it was similar. I mean, I went to the dentist and didn't end up getting a root canal because they advised against it and said I should just pull the tooth because I don't use that tooth. So I was like, oh, okay, save some money there, which was nice of them. But then now I have to go back and get a hold of the dentist and make another appointment. And
yeah, I got recommendations from some neighbors on
different dentists.
On different dentists, yeah.
Because that probably should have been caught the first time. But yeah, it'll be good to get that out of the way, and then just working on. I think the next big thing is just once we get these coops moved and in place, then it's going to be, these will be their permanent homes. So that's what I'm excited for, is to get everyone in their right home with their right group.
Interesting. Yeah. Once I'm done with the coops too, we have the automatic door opener to install for the run that we just built. And also I bought all of the plumbing stuff necessary, or that's required to do the waterers.
Yeah.
Because we have those little nipples.
We had bought these nipples like 4 or 5 months ago, probably. And that's when we originally wanted to do a drip system for all of our hoop coops up there. And we've just been thinking through the best way to do it for us, you know, whether it's 50-gallon containers, 5-gallon buckets, multiple different things, and how can we keep it from getting too hot in the summer, because up on the hill, it gets direct sun for 8-9 hours a day, at least in the summer. And then the winters, you know, we went almost 3 weeks below freezing. So, you know, what could we do? So it took us a while to kind of figure out, and then the best.
How we're going to hook it up. So the stuff that I bought is for the 5-gallon containers, just for these coops that are over the Vever coops and the Avatuan coops. And then if that works out well, then we'll adapt something similar to the ones that are
up
the
there.
hoop coops that are up there.
A little bigger scale.
On a bigger scale.
Yeah. Because we don't have as much access to water up there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. And so I still haven't figured out how we're going to keep it from freezing. So winter's probably still just going to be daily trips or multiple times a day of checking on water and
or putting some extra, like maybe not using that if it's a week of freezing.
Yeah, we won't use the system that I'm building in the winter. What are you eating, mister? I don't know what that is, but it's not for you. Not for you. Yeah. So.
I was enjoying it.
Cool. Yep. So now we're just relaxing. Have a video to edit.
Me too.
That's right. You're doing a video too. And I'm gonna try to go to bed early tonight.
Yeah.
See if I can get some extra sleep, because man, I did not sleep well at all last night. And I felt it today. It's like I was just zapped. Yep. On running slow.
I hate those days where it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, you came out to do all of the chores. I'm like, wow, you're doing chores early. What time is it? You're like 6.
I'd just gotten off work, and I was like, I come outside and it's like, well, might as well get going on the chores. And then tonight took a lot longer because I wanted to do a deep clean on all the water dishes. I try to do that at least once every 2 weeks, where I scrub them all down. And then, and I was like, well, all that's left is the dogs. And he's like, what time is it? I'm like, 6.
Yeah, that was crazy. One thing we didn't mention is we have 4 more chicks.
Little babies.
Little baby chicks.
Yeah.
So we took a couple eggs 20 some days ago from the hens.
Yeah.
And we put them in a brooder.
And voila. Babies.
What do you know? We got some babies.
So we wanted to see, we have a rooster that we think is gorgeous, but we don't plan on keeping him. He's kind of a jerk face.
Yeah.
And blue. He's a whiting true blue. He was a surprise chick in one of our orders. And he is with a
Cochin.
Silver lace Cochin. Silver lace, that's what it is. A silver laced Cochin. And we were like, that would be an interesting baby.
Interesting baby.
But she just started laying eggs, and I was like, usually you should wait a little bit. And I was like, we'll just give it a try. And we put in her eggs.
We put in 3 eggs.
All 3 hatched.
Yeah.
And 2 survived. We had an issue with one chicken was a little mean to the other ones for some reason as a baby, but but the other ones we took. Well, I took 2 of my favorite hens, Zona and State.
So a Buckeye and a
speckled Sussex.
Okay.
And they just happened to be laying in the same spot. And then we also took Misty, because she started laying there too, a Barnevelder. And they're all heritage breed. And so they're all mixed with the Brahma Richard, I believe. I don't think they would have been, maybe with Red. Or we didn't have Red out yet, did we?
Yeah.
No, we did?
Red's been out for a while, so it could either be a Brahma dad, or it could be a Rhode Island Red dad.
Interesting.
That'll be interesting.
That will be interesting.
Yeah, especially if if state, the Buckeye and the Rhode Island Red.
It'd look like a Rhode Island Red.
Yeah.
Because Buckeyes and Rhode Island Reds are very similar looking birds. There's just a few differences on their colorings, but I think it's just their combs really are the main difference. But here they come. Here comes, I don't know if they'll make it all the way back, but it's the Rhode Island Red Rooster and the Buckeye Hen. But anyway, so we wanted to do that, and then we have Betty, who's sitting on, 12 eggs?
12 eggs.
12 eggs.
Yep.
And we think she's probably been on them for a little over a week at this point.
Probably, yeah.
So we'll see how she
We got
does.
some more coming, and then we have some coming tomorrow.
Last order, I promise. I'm not ordering any more chickens. I ordered these back in February.
Yeah. So we just got the notification that they shipped, and so it's either going to be tomorrow or the next day.
Yep.
Another
And-
full house of baby chicks.
Yep, that's our final group of hens that are coming in to match up all of these random roosters that we've had for so long. So, yay.
Yeah. It's been an interesting endeavor so far. Hey, Katie, what do you think about breeding hens? Okay. And here we are.
Yep. You know, we don't talk the same language. We know this. So, my interpretation of what you say, what you really mean,
Start small. Yeah, small is like 100.
well, 10 of each is what I thought was small instead of like 30 of each. You know, three males or three breeding groups of each one is bigger. Hi. So yeah. Anyway, we'll get it all figured out,
Yeah, it'll work out. Or it won't, and we'll have a bunch of chickens, and
and we'll sell them.
we'll sell 'em.
You know, or we'll give them away.
Yeah.
It'll be.
just fine.
We'll start gifting chickens to y'all.
Yeah. And if need be, I can start making and designing these chicken coops and selling them.
Yep.
Now that I know how to build them efficiently.
Yep.
So, all right.
Cool.
Well, I think we're both getting hungry, tired. So we'll see you tomorrow with some updates on Winston,
Hopefully.
some more chicks, and some more shenanigans. But not those shenanigans.
Just shenanigans.
Just shenanigans in general.
Not to be confused with
Right. So,
the gaggle of geese over there.
right. So we'll see you later.
Take
Thanks
care.
for watching. Bye.
Bye. What are you doing, Levi? Is that the best spot? That is a good spot.
Plunk.
Yep.